If you're someone like me who loves their makeup, but also digging through drawers full of products doesn't really feel like fun, and deep down you know it eventually leads to a lot of money waste, then hi, welcome. This is for you and me both. As I've been on this decluttering journey, it really made me realize what products I actually use and what products are just taking up space and wasting my money. And today I'm going to share with you my minimalist makeup formula that really helps me keep a curated collection of items that I really enjoy using, that make me feel good, while also staying intentional about it. So I realized I have two makeup styles. One is the daily makeup, what I wear on a regular basis, and then I have the full face of makeup, which is what I'm usually wearing when I'm filming a video or if we have any special occasion. So I currently have products in my makeup collection in 8 categories. Now, in some of these categories, I have a few, like a couple of products, but I'm gonna share with you exactly what I use. So what I usually start is with my foundation, and I do wear foundation most days. This product goes in both my daily makeup and in my full face makeup. This is the Estee Lauder Double Wear that I've repurchased for probably like 6 or 7 years now, and it's one of my go-to foundations. It stays on all day, it stays pretty matte, it doesn't go too shiny, and what I use to apply this is with just my fingers. The difference between the daily face and the full face of makeup is on just a daily basis, I will probably put just a little amount of it, just to kind of even out my skin tone, whereas on a full face, when I'm filming a video, for example, I might put a bit more on, because on camera it looks slightly different than obviously it does in real life. My next product that I do in the morning is my eyebrows. This is the L'Oreal Paradise Eyebrow Gel Pomade, I think it's called, and I really love using this. It's a really nice creamy consistency, but it does kind of dry up a bit after you apply it, which I find really great, and I have it in the shade Brunette. I think it suits me really well, and I've just kind of gotten used to it, and it's one product that I've also repurchased so many times. And this is what I do, whether it's my daily face or my full face of makeup. Then I have eyeshadows. Now, I used to have these in a palette, but I couldn't find it when I went to repurchase it, so I just bought 2 of them separately. I just have these MAC eyeshadows, and MAC eyeshadows I find really great. They don't crease on me, they stay on really well, and I also really like their color variety. So these 2 are my favorites. If it's like a daily makeup, I probably wouldn't necessarily wear eyeshadow. It kind of depends on my mood, so I might skip this, but when it's a full face of makeup, then I obviously would apply eyeshadow. I do the dark brown in my crease, and then I do the lighter shade in the inner corner of my eye. Then this product is something I would skip if I'm just doing my daily makeup, but when I'm doing a full face of makeup, I will apply eyeliner. This is just a kohl eyeliner by L'Oreal. So I just kind of do a little line on my upper lash line, just kind of roughly, and then I will take a brush and kind of brush it out a bit, kind of smoke it out a bit and make it not such a harsh line. Then for my mascara, I do wear mascara pretty much every day. So whether it's a daily makeup look or whether it's a full face makeup, I will usually wear this. It's the Maybelline Colossal Mascara that I've also been using on and off for years. I've tried other mascaras, but I keep going back to this one because it's just so good. Then for my concealer, I usually wear concealer when it's like a full face of makeup. So if it's a daily routine, I would probably skip the concealer because I do use the foundation a bit anyway. So that's fine for me on a daily basis. The concealer I have right now is the YSL Touche Eclat. It's good, it doesn't crease. I think it works really, really well. I'm not sure if I would repurchase it just because of the high cost. I'm pretty sure I can find other ones that are lower cost that do kind of the same thing. So we'll see. I do like it. I'm gonna use it until I use it up, but I'm not sure if I would repurchase this specific one. Then I will do bronzer and highlighter, and this is something I pretty much do every single day just because I really like the look of it. And this is the Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Duo. So I use the bronzer just to kind of contour my face, and then the highlighter a little bit as well. And I really like this product. I think I'm gonna repurchase it again and again. It's my first time using it. I've had it for a few weeks now, but it's really, really great. And then for my lip products, I have 3 lip products here that I kind of use on the rotation depending on the day. So if it's a normal day where I'm not doing much, I will usually just wear lip balm, and that's just like the regular Vaseline lip balm that I have. But when I do want to do a lip product, I might do the lipstick, which is my MAC lipstick here, or I will do a combo of the other 2. And when I'm filming, especially this is the combo I like to use. So it's the NYX Lingerie Corset I think they call it a liquid lipstick, and it kind of dries up matte. So I love applying that. That shade is really, really lovely. And then I will go on top of it with this NYX gloss, just to kind of dab it around and make it slightly less matte if that's the look I want to go for. So these are the 3 products I have here. Have you ever had a moment when you just thought of a beauty product you want to buy, and the next thing you know, you get served an ad for that exact product in your scroll feed? Freaky, I know. This is why a service like Surfshark VPN is useful. Surfshark offers a simple privacy and security solution to protect our data online. I like how they describe using a VPN like wearing pants. All the important stuff stays private and secure when you step your foot outside. Once your device is connected to the internet, all the information is encrypted or kind of blurred out so that it keeps you safe from trackers, malware, and just so much more. One other cool feature of VPN that I really like is that you can stream movies or shows on Netflix from different countries. I remember going on our honeymoon in Italy a few years ago and realizing I couldn't watch my favorite show on Netflix there. With Surfshark VPN, you can easily switch the country and stream your favorite shows or even discover new ones. Go to surfshark.com/Madeline or use the code Madeline at checkout to get 4 extra months of Surfshark VPN. They also offer a risk-free 30-day guarantee, which is pretty cool. So a few rules I use for myself here, only one in each category. So when I look at my makeup collection, I want to have pretty much only 1 product in each category. So I don't want to have 2 mascaras. I don't want to have 2 foundations at the same time, because what I have realized as I was decluttering is that I was throwing away a lot of products because I didn't get a chance to use them up, but they had expired or they had gone bad. They weren't really working anymore. And it really made me realize that actually finishing up a whole product, especially when it comes to makeup, because we usually have a lot of them, like I used to have a drawer full stuffed to the brim with products. It takes so long to finish a product. And if you've ever tried before a pen project, for example, where you try to use up your bronzer or your highlighter, you will realize actually it takes a really long time, especially if we have multiple products in the same category. It's gonna take us ages to go through all of those. They're likely to go bad before we actually get to use them. So the rule I have for myself is to only keep 1 of each product, because I don't want to, be wasteful with them, and I also don't want to waste my money on a lot of products that just sit there but aren't used. And so I found that having just 1 of each is the perfect kind of balance for me. I can still try out new things if I want to, but first I'm gonna finish this mascara, and when I do, I can go and try a new one if I feel like it. But it's been such a helpful rule for myself to kind of keep myself in check from buying too many beauty products. I also do the 1 in, 1 out rule. So if I'm bringing something in, because I already have my categories all set up, if I'm bringing a new mascara in, if I'm bringing a new lip product in, maybe I can look at my old ones and see, is there anything in there that I'm not using? Because if I feel the need to buy something new, it's very likely that my old products actually don't do what I need them to do. So then I can declutter the old one and bring the new one in. And this way I'm keeping that collection in check so that it doesn't get overwhelming and that I make sure I actually use all of those products. I'm not a warehouse. This is a rule that I have been using for a while now, and I think I first read this in the book Goodbye Things by Fumio Sasaki, where he mentions that we don't need to have a full warehouse in our homes of, backstash of products over products and lots of duplicates and things that, we're going to use down the line. That's why we have shops. That's why we have all of these stores that have their own warehouse, their own, people handling all of that stock. I don't need to have all of that in my home. When I need to buy a product, it's usually so easy to go and buy something these days. So I'm trying not to keep a lot of duplicates and a lot of back stock, maybe a few products here and there that I know I'm going to use up very soon. But my goal is not to have a huge stash of products that I'm not using right now. The beauty wish list. I have been using wish lists for a few years now, and they are so helpful. And I think especially when it comes to beauty products, I think we're all so easily influenced, and sometimes easier than we think. And me too. I realized I used to be so easily influenced when I look on Instagram and you see these beautiful influencers and the products that they use. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with them promoting the products that they use and love, But sometimes we don't need all of those in our collections, or sometimes we already have so many products that we need to go through before we can buy some more. And sometimes we think that buying those products, that's where that beauty is going to come from. That's the thing that's going to add and improve our lives. But especially when it comes to beauty and, for example, our skin or our hair or all of these things, it's actually a lot of the times the things that we consume, like what we eat, how much exercise we get, how we move our body, how hydrated we are. All of these little habits actually play a big role behind the scenes, and then the makeup usually just kind of enhances that. But it's those little, self-care rituals that really make a difference. It's not going to be just this one beauty product that's going to change everything. And it took me over 30 years of life to learn that. I do hope this was helpful. Let me know how you're getting on with your makeup collection. Don't forget to check out Surfshark, linked in the description box, and I will see you in the next one.